Good evening, everyone. I'm Stella Porter. Thank you so much for joining us for this 13 Now evening news update for Wednesday, November 30th. Today is an alert day, and our weather team has been busy this evening tracking high winds, some rain moving through the area. So I want to first bring in meteorologist Reed Kisselbeck, who's been tracking this all for us throughout the afternoon. Reed, how are we looking right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's looking a lot better than it was earlier, Stella, but we are still seeing some pretty strong wind gusts, and that's expected really for us as we continue to work our way into the evening time. We'll show some of the wind gusts that we've seen so far today, and pretty strong in general here. And you can see Albany Airport coming in at 63 miles per hour. It's connecting not too far behind at 59 miles an hour, 54 in Pittsfield, 54 in Amsterdam, Bennington coming in at 41. When we get wind gusts that strong, power outages are definitely a big factor. And so here's a look at some of the latest numbers. Hamilton County has been consistently up towards the top as of late in regards to the power outages, sitting at just over 1,500, almost 1,600. Rensselaer County now coming in at just over 1,200. Schenectady at 803. 516 in Bennington County. Berkshire County at 437 customers without power. And if we take a look at the wind gusts right now, we still have some strong ones out there, right? You can see at the airport registering a wind gust of 36 miles an hour right now. North Adams at 28, as well as Pittsfield, 32 in Roxbury, and 25 miles an hour out in Ballston Spa. So they are decreasing in strength of gust, but they're still pretty gusty for us here, and they are going to stay gusty through the rest of this evening. You can see wind gusts of around 20 to 30 miles per hour expected overnight and lingering into the start of the day tomorrow. With that in mind, we still have a wind advisory in effect for all of our region until 5 p.m. Thursday, because we could still see some localized wind gusts as high as 50 miles an hour for us here. So we'll show you what that could imply for you here. You got the holiday decorations. You got some trash cans out tomorrow. You might be finding them in the neighbor's yard by the time you get home. So something you can do for yourself tomorrow, either first thing in the morning you get up or before you go to bed tonight. Make sure the decorations are tied down or just secured before you go into work, because in the morning we could have wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. In the evening, we could see some wind gusts as high as around 50, but sustained winds ranging between 10 to 20 miles per hour coming from the east-northeast through the course of the day. We touched on wind. Part two is the rain and the snow that was pushing on through right through our evening commute. Now, you can see the bulk of that clearing on out of our region on the satellite and radar. But take a look at what's happening off the Great Lakes. Those winds drawing in some lake effect snow closer towards our region. So I'll zoom on in a little bit more, and you can kind of see that we still have a little bit of some rain lingering in parts of the Rensselaer Plateau, northern Berkshire County, and Bennington County. But now it's more so the higher elevations of the Adirondacks and the Green Mountains, seeing some very light snow flurries falling at that point in time. That trend's going to really stay with us overnight and into the day tomorrow. So we'll see that as we get towards Thursday morning, you have that one band of lake effect staying in the Adirondacks and going even as far as the Green Mountains. That trend kind of stays through the course of the day on Thursday. We won't really see it break apart till we get closer towards 4 p.m. At that point, we're going to stay dry as we work our way overnight and into the start of the day on Friday. But in regards to snowfall forecast, I know people are always curious when you see a little bit of some snow going on there. We are looking at most snowfall totals, just looking at a very light dusting. If anything, once you go to the Adirondacks, those higher elevations, and into the higher elevations of the Green Mountains, where it was a little bit more steady and consistent, that's where you'll start to see maybe 1 to 2 inches of snow. Some portions of the Adirondacks where it was a little bit more steady, you might see 3 inches of snow before all is said and done. But tonight, 28, windy, that steady rain ending now. A few snow showers sticking around later tonight and into the day tomorrow. Tomorrow itself, a mix of sun and clouds, windy and cold with, again, not everyone seeing it, but some of us seeing some very light flurries in the mix as that lake effect band sticks around. It feels like the high will be 40, but it will feel like 30 with those stronger wind gusts. So bundle up. Friday, partly sunny, high 43. Saturday, our next round of rain comes on through, a high 54. We cool back down into the low 40s as we head towards Sunday. Monday looking dry, high 43. Tuesday showing a sign of a few scattered showers before we cool back down into the 30s by Wednesday, Stella.
Yeah, Reed, thank you for keeping an eye on all that. The power outages you mentioned at the beginning of your forecast, definitely something we're going to be watching on tonight's 9 and 11
Yeah,
broadcasts. I think you said 1,200 people in Rensselaer County right now, 1,200 customers
just
without
over
power.
1,200 in Rensselaer County, just over 1,500 in Hamilton County.
Okay.
Bennington, Berkshire County, where the back edge of that's still kind of clearing out, they've been going steadily on the rise over the course of the last few hours. So it wouldn't be surprising to see those go up a little bit more
Mhm.
first before they drop back down.
Okay, we will keep an eye on the latest on that at 9 and 11. Reed, thank you so much. Okay, now to some news we are following tonight. The search for a missing 14-year-old girl continues along the banks of the Mohawk River in Schenectady. Dan Levy has been covering the latest on the disappearance of Samantha Humphrey for us. And tonight, Taniqua Penix continues our team coverage. It's now been 5 days since Samantha disappeared, and this is still a missing persons case, according to police. We still don't know anything concrete yet, like whether a crime may have been committed. So we have the latest on that police investigation tonight at 9 and 11. We are also following the latest on a lawsuit. 17 teachers are suing a former employee and the South Colony School District over cameras found in a co-ed bathroom at a school there. Former teacher Patrick Morgan was named in 17 identical lawsuits following his initial arrest in February, and he recently pleaded guilty to felony charges related to this case. The lawsuit alleges the district, quote, knew or should have known with the exercise of reasonable care that Morgan had placed video recording devices in the co-ed bathroom at the school, making it unfit and unsafe for use by individuals, which created a hostile work environment, end quote. The law firm DeGraff, Foy, and Coons is representing those 17 faculty members. Again, lots to track on tonight's 9 and 11 o'clock broadcasts, including more on our weather alert day. We're tracking the latest power outages, wind gusts, and the rain that we're seeing in our area. So that will do it for our evening 13 Now News Update. I'm Stella Porter. Thank you so much for joining us.